Hello, church. Wanted to take a few minutes just to talk to you about some obvious things that have been going on related to the coronavirus. First, you should have been getting emails pretty much every day from myself or from the church. If you're not, please let us know so that we can figure out why you're not and then add you to our distribution. So that would be first. You've, I'm sure, are well aware of the facts, so I won't go into those. But just to say that Sunday we will be church online, and because of that, we will be giving emails out in the future, in the next day or two, letting you know what does that mean. How do you view this? How do you participate? How do you give online? We will have an e-bulletin so that you can see upcoming events and what does that mean in our current circumstances. So keep looking for emails. They'll be about once a day. There are several things that we have instituted. There are going to be more, and we wanted to let you know about these things. First, our primary concern, how do we do church Sunday? So that's taken up a good amount of our time. And what we will be doing is on Facebook, but also on YouTube, we will be having our service. And what you will get is a link to those things. So if you are on Facebook and you have liked the church's Facebook page, you should be getting information about that. You would watch it there. If you are not on Facebook, you'll be able to watch via YouTube. We are going to have that service at 10 a.m. Sunday morning. And we will have music, we will have prayer, we'll have a sermon. That's what's going to go on. There are other things that we sent out. One, what about our children? Because they're not probably going to be very edified by our online service. Well, there is an online Sunday school that, again, you should have gotten an email from. This is how you can view it. Here are things you can do. And there are steps that you were given in those emails how to do those things. Things that will be coming up. One, prayer. Today, again, an email went out saying, hey, how about every day, 7:30 a.m. and or noon, we join together. We might be not together physically, but together spiritually, and pray. And pray for various things. And if you can join those, then you know your prayers are going up with the rest of the congregation. If you can't pray during those times, obviously pray whenever you can. But what we would ask is that you pray for those people most affected. One, for the doctors and nurses who are putting themselves in harm's way in trying to combat and help people get over this virus. Two, pray for those people who actually have the virus, for their well-being. Three, for those people impacted other ways, like are no longer working, are no longer getting a paycheck. Pray for those people, for whatever this might be, because I'm sure things are going to be different for a while, and I don't know what that really means. But pray for those. And so every day, if we can join together, again, as a way of praying, there are Facebook events for that on a daily basis. If you have prayer requests, post them there. If they're private or you don't have Facebook, email the church at prayer@exeterbfc.org. It's prayer@exeterbfc.org. And by doing that, we can pray as staff, as elders, for you, and again, prayer can continue. We've gotten a number of suggestions and thoughts, and we won't be able to implement all of them, but please, if you have questions, comments, suggestions, keep them coming. And this way, as this is moving in directions we never thought of, it helps to have people thinking of things perhaps we have not thought of before. Some things that we are working on, and you should see, we believe, starting next week, daily devotions. Again, a lot of people are isolated. Having a little 5-minute devotion, whether that becomes 5 days a week or 7 days a week, not sure right now, but there will be daily devotions that you can open your email, it'll be on Facebook, you can read it, and just pause maybe right before you pray at those times. And then also, we would want to do maybe a once a week small group study like email, where it's not a 5 minute, but it's a little bit more in depth. And again, you'll start seeing these roll out next week. Another thing is caring for our at-risk congregants. How do we do that? At least calling, making sure people are okay, reaching out and seeing what's happening. If you know of someone who is struggling, if you can let us know, and we will try to help in any way we can. So those are things. We talked about prayer. Prayer is obviously something we should all be doing. Pray for yourselves as well. Pray that God, help me to be salt and light today. God, you're in control, but help me to shine that sense of peace that you give me to other people. And that might be, waving at someone as they go by. It might be reaching out via phone, email, whatever that might be. But God, help me to be a representative of you and represent you well. And so these are what I know. You'll be, we believe, getting a whole bunch more of these as time goes by, depending on how long this lasts. And again, pray for us, pray for yourself, pray for our country, for the world, that God's will be done, and that through this, he would be glorified. Thank you very much, and God bless.